Everybody, welcome to the first ever episode of the Hero Unit podcast. Title to potentially be changed, but for now, there's a great thing. But hey,
I'm very excited.
I am very excited.
He's our woo girl.
Hey girl, hey. So your first episode today is all of Hero Unit admins, but from the future forward, we're going to start bringing in community members, but we just wanted to get us in here and talking and kind of blathering first. So to introduce everybody, I am your fearless leader, as everybody calls me, Metro Ryushi. We have relatively close by to me, Buster to Buster.
Hey, how's it going?
We have on the other side of the country the fantastic duo of Nem.
Hello.
And Pink.
Hi.
And then we have across the ocean the European ambassador, Asmik.
Hi, everybody.
And the Scottish ambassador, why they are not the same position, we still don't know, the Bollocks.
Something about some sort of politics overseas. I don't really get it.
Yeah. We won't get into it here.
So, we are doing quite a bit with Destiny in the next week, I would say. We just had the 1.2.0 patch drop for us. And we had it drop for us, and then we weren't able to get online. So let's just kind of talk about that for a moment. I assume we were all hit by it.
Yeah.
Because I know Buster and I got online last night, and the wolves grow weary of the fight. And we were super frustrated last night.
Yeah, I was really frustrated as well because I was going on the PS4 because they were going at their House of Wolves expansion pre-order, and I'm like, yay! Error has occurred.
Oh, it sucks.
So no. Yeah. I don't know.
For a good chunk of the day.
Yeah, I got through all the new bounties and everything, and then I just sort of, I went off PSM for a while, so I didn't even realize it happened until today, and everyone was moaning about it. So I was
Lucky
okay.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I know, because I had seen scattered reports that the Lizard Squad was saying they were responsible for it. PSN was saying it's just maintenance.
Well, those darn lizards.
Was it ever cleared up as to what it actually was?
Well, they made us change our password, so I'm assuming something shady happened, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
That's actually the same point that I was about to bring up. They did force us to change our passwords, so I'm going to guess
They
it
didn't
had
force
something
me to change my password.
They haven't changed my password. No.
Really?
Maybe
Yeah.
only American servers?
Maybe.
Well, not on the East Coast.
Just for you, Cali people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in here. I was able to sign back but back into the Destiny server.
Wow.
That's
It is.
Huh.
yeah. We
you
set.
lizard.
It's like, well, nothing. Just let it sit up.
Well, I know, because I was driving out here to Indiana, and I'm like, oh, I'm really excited because I want to, do the new speaker exchange and do all that stuff, and turn in my commendations, and logged in, got my internet connected, and couldn't log into PSN. I'm like, well, I don't know, maybe it's the internet. Cycled the router.
You haven't done the commendations thing yet, have you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh no.
Dude, I don't care. I got 4 ranks of the new monarchy. I was more concerned with getting potential shaders and ships than anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those new weapons, those new monarchy weapons, they look pretty sweet.
Yeah, because new monarchy was going to give me any weapons and stuff. I was hoping that would have been fixed. So, but I ended up with over 9,000 experience, and it turns out your nightfall bonuses do
9,000.
count. So, yes.
Oh, nice.
So let's before we go any further with that, I guess we'll just mention what we're talking about. So,
Yeah.
as everybody knows, if you're online and playing, the Great Wolf Hunt has
Right.
begun because patch 1.2.0 has in fact dropped.
Yeah.
So the highlights of that for us immediately being that the Queen's Wrath has returned, which I know Buster is very excited about.
Oh yeah.
We have the ability to cash in our commendations for rep with our various factions.
Finally.
The new public events with the new wolf hunts are going. Has anybody double checked to see if the speaker swaps are going yet?
No, that was actually a mistype on the update notes. That's gonna come on Tuesday. They
Oh, that's what I was
kinda
wondering.
Come on, Deej. What are you doing?
yeah, they missed. They put that where it should have been at the bottom, where when the hotfix was gonna come on Tuesday to activate all that stuff.
Okay. I see. Interesting.
So what's
Yeah, I think it
everybody
was
liking about 1.2? What's everybody excited for? Pink.
Well, if I could, I was gonna say,
go
if I
ahead,
could start
Buster.
off really quick. With the Queen's Path back, I'm really excited. I've missed this event. I'm really happy that it's back on, that we get these new bounties. I was excited to see how they played stuff out. If it was going to be the same as the first time, where it was just go into some mission with, just like a higher difficulty and some burn, and sort of I feel like what came out of it was like this hybrid between like this firefight and this and it's like the Blades of Crota, that kind of spawn. And what I'm really excited about is I feel like, like the one in Forgotten Shore is a bit, difficult initially. He's got the Baroness has a huge arc shield, and if this is any sort of for like it's the intensity that we're gonna have with House of Wolves, I'm pretty excited. That's all I gotta say. I feel like the firefight intensity already that I've had from these bounties makes me.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I got on yesterday and I was super excited. Like, I don't know, Asmith was in the chat with me and I was like, yeah, this is awesome. I can't wait. I was like a kid on Christmas.
Volix is excited, confirmed. Everyone, Volix is excited. It's been confirmed already.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to see the Queen's Wrath back after so long.
I know, but it would have been
Yeah.
nicer if they had actually, give us the chance to, get maybe a little bit of armor, maybe a couple of weapons, something like that. Not
Yeah.
just shaders.
Yeah, I agree. Who
It's
here?
a bit
Who here
annoying.
who's done the bounties? Have we gotten any? Has anybody gotten anything out of the chest other than engrams and synth and materials, or is that it?
I
Is
was
that all I
with
can get?
That's it.
running with goats yesterday, and he actually got a legendary, one or two legendary engrams from the chest. So
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
I
got
don't know
one.
if that.
We've heard that you got a key of some sort, Pink, but I don't know how.
Oh, I did get a treasure key. Duh.
Oh,
Yeah,
see?
I got a treasure
Come on.
key, which
Yeah,
I could take from. Actually, I may have it on me. Hold on, let me double check my inventory.
I'm curious. I want to know about
So,
these treasure keys. I've heard about them.
I got a
Yeah.
legendary item,
Oh.
a consumable called the treasure key, and the is used to access the Queen's crystal barrows beneath the prison of elders. So
Holy shit!
Oh,
sorry.
so-
I just got. Sorry.
I have two of those.
I-
So I got one on my warlock and one on my, I want to say my titan.
So those keys are the ones that you can use in the Prison of Elders to claim the rewards.
So where I'm standing has both a pack of wolves and a war sat.
Yeah,
So
that's
wait,
what just
what
happened
were
to
you
be in
saying
them as
then?
well.
Are you in
Seems to
Skytalk? Because I'm headed to you.
Yeah.
not Sky Shock.
Wait, I want to hear more
So-
about this treasure room.
Sorry,
What?
So basically, there's a treasure room at the end of the Prison of Elders, and it appears as though we're not going to be able to unlock prizes from the prison unless we have that key. That is
well,
frustrating.
I think you're. Well, I think you're
Yeah,
still.
that is quite annoying.
That
Well, they
sounds
gave you the key
a little much.
in the Prison of Elders.
Okay, yeah,
And it
that's
gives
good.
you a reason to do these quests over and over again.
True,
You know?
true. You were just really lucky there, Pink. Well done.
Well, but that's also frustrating. Well, Neil, that is really good for you,
Also-
but it's also kind of frustrating at the same time, though, if you go into the Prison of Elders and the drop rate just sucks for you. Because
Yeah.
you know you could have
Basically,
your fire
we all
team
have to
sit there
be
and get
really, really good friends with Nem.
or Apple, and because
Go
you know
on,
your
man.
fire team can go in and
Rules.
get 4 or 5 keys, and you can walk out with 1. You know.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know the
True.
drop rate on the keys in the Prison of Elders yet. We don't know if it's a guaranteed 1 key per guardian per run. So I
Maybe.
think
That
that's,
would be
that's
nice.
kind of why they're dropping them now. So when people start out at the 28 or that 32 level difficulty, they can get a little more of an edge in getting gear to run the 34 level 1 possibly.
Possibly.
Possibly, I suppose.
I was distracted for a minute. Did we mention that there was an update or something that mentioned that you can only hold 5 of these keys at one time?
No.
No, didn't know about that.
So I think it's going to be like Iron Banner, like the
medallions.
So what?
Yeah.
Maybe the more coins you have, the better chance you've got.
Oh, geez, now Urzok's out.
Alright.
Well, there's 5 a limit that you can hold, but you can also vault them away and collect more from them.
Nem, I found it. It's over here. Same place as
I'm
last
not-
time.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that we could sort of hoard them.
Guys, why I said holy shit now, I apologize for that, but I just played a Crucible match and I just got a passage coin.
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Oh, so that
You
has
can-
launched then now
Yeah,
too,
but-
which means the other big change on 1.2.0 that I forgot to mention is the PvP. The daily PvP list is now actually relevant because the first time you play a match in the daily PvP list, you will now get a reward package of some kind.
Interesting.
So I don't know what's in those
Wow.
packages yet.
I
But-
don't know either. I got a passage coin and about 5 blue Ingrams, so they've done something.
And it should be noted
Figure
that
out to the
all rep drops are doubled. So your rep, your marks, just straight up increase by 100%.
I'm not gonna get it
All right,
again.
Metro, we're looking for a gold chest.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So that being said, with 1.2.0, did they implement the change to where the higher players get the better chance of drops? Or is that
Yes,
coming
they did do
Tuesday?
that. They have increased the amount of rare drops, I guess, by 100%, something like that.
Mhm.
And then they have added legendary engrams into the stash.
Nice.
Nice. That is better.
Nice.
Very
so-
cool. Very excited for that.
Yeah. So PvP is now going to be way better. It is now
We're going to add that.
Finally.
it is
on
now
Tuesday.
specifically
Finally, yeah.
rewarding the top tier players. You did well, you're going to get rewarded.
That's good.
That's quite nice.
Yeah.
Can, Nem, you know, right? Can you remind me what a passage coin is for? I can't remember.
So the passage
To
coin
get into the. Yeah, cool.
are to get the supplies for Trials of Osiris.
Yeah.
So you can buy, like, for example, like the Forgive 1 loss and gain 2 wins
Oh.
type of buffs. That's what those will grant you come Tuesday. But by the way, Metro, I could have sworn that the Crucible fixes and stuff like that were going to come Tuesday.
Well, if he's getting passage coins, that means that they just launched because that was part of the
Yeah.
Tuesday notes.
Interesting.
Whether or not it is true, and I'm hoping that it is, and I believe that we should make sure that we thoroughly test to make sure.
I'm okay
I
with
second
that.
that.
Scientific.
I'm in support
Steps.
of thoroughly testing this thing.
Okay. Just have to play a lot more Destiny. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
For science. For Destiny for science.
For science.
What do you think the odds are we can, acquire some sort of like grant?
Some sort of funding.
Technically,
Some sort of government
this is
funding.
more like a statistics thing, so I don't think you're gonna get away with getting like a grant for this.
Stop taking away our dreams, Pink. Stop taking away our dreams. We want this.
Someone has to be the voice of reason here.
No.
Keep us grounded.
TheHeroUnitCon.com.
So one other note about 120 that we did not mention yet, the rare and legendary engrams, be sure to hold on to them until Tuesday, any that you get, because the Cryptarch is not recognizing them.
Yeah.
There are some that he will not
recognizing a few
recognize.
of them, but
Yeah,
most
he's-
of the ones I've got, he won't.
I
Yeah,
think the
it's-
ones
yeah.
that he's recognizing are contents from Dark Below and Vanilla Destiny. The ones that aren't recognizing is the House of Wolves drops.
Right.
Oh, I've got a few then. that's the case.
But the catch is that used to read just legendary, and now it's saying rare and legendary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had that issue. I had a bunch of rare engrams that the Cryptarch would not read.
So
Interesting.
now, when he's not reading them, for those who haven't tried this yet, is he just not using them, or is he cashing them in and not giving you anything?
He can't
So-
read them,
Not
meaning
even-
when you
yeah.
go into the Cryptarch, the engrams don't appear to him at all. It goes straight to his
Inventory.
normal.
yeah.
Okay.
His little shop he's got up,
But
Little
yeah,
crap
you'll
shop.
have the green little highlight that you need to talk to the Cryptarch, but when you actually get to him, it just takes you to his inventory.
And it makes my OCD go crazy, so I have to put them in the vault so they don't have that little
Yeah. Yeah, it
exclamation
does
mark.
too.
So I'm just like, come on, stop it.
So this could be a good time or an opportunity to talk about something that could be, potentially scandalous or unbacked up in terms of Destiny. But have any of you
Okay.
heard of the exotic
It was disproven.
weapon glitch?
It was
with
disproven.
the engrams.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah,
Was
the
that
15
well, that's
blues
proven.
and then one purple turns into an exotic.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah, the idea that you wait till one of your
Yeah. Disproven.
legendaries. Okay, I didn't know.
Metro says no. Okay.
Well, I'm still gonna,
Buster, go on, go do some science. Report back next week.
Because do you really think that Bungie would? Do you really think Bungie would leave in that exploit for?
Well, I mean, it could have happened at one point and they could have fixed it, but, in terms of disproven, it could be something that worked and then was patched. But my first Queen's Wrath bounty dropped a heavy ammo or a heavy weapon legendary engram, and then I have all these rares. I'm like, well, it's my chance to try it out. So, but like I
All
said,
right.
that's pseudoscience, unfounded. This is all science. This is all very scientific.
I want the stats next week. Come on.
Okay. I'll make sure I have
Sheet
them.
and everything.
So Hero Unit is now setting up its science department, R&D research side of things, headed by our very own Buster 2 Buster, Professor Buster 2 Buster actually. He's just got a doctorate. We've just got it on the phone. He's already got it. Nice.
He may be a buster, but he's a professor.
Dr. Buster. I've earned it.
Dr. Buster. Oh, sorry. Buster. Dr. Buster.
But he's a doctor in the way that he just kind of put Dr. period on a business card and nobody questioned it.
There's no
There's a-
PhD at the end of his name.
There's
Yeah.
I like to say there's a method to my madness. Is really how I like to define it.
Buster, do you want to
Okay.
explain what the difference between insanity and eccentricity is?
Oh yeah. So like craziness and somebody being eccentric. I always thought that being eccentric sounded really cool. Like I wanted to be eccentric. But I realized that was an adjective. That was an adjective I wanted to apply to my life. But I realized that the difference between crazy and eccentric is just a whole lot of money. Poor people are crazy. Rich people are eccentric.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
All right, so moving on. House of Wolves comes out on Tuesday, and I think that
what?
comparing
Okay, carry on.
Dark Below to House of Wolves and calling them both expansions is a little unfair to Dark Below. House of Wolves is coming out with just a mess of features and new content and just
Yeah.
I mean, it is on such a different level than what Dark Below was that the fact that they're still going to be charging $20 for Dark Below is a little ridiculous.
Walls in here. Yeah, well, I think the reason behind that though was they brought Dark Below out, realized oh crap, we really didn't do that much.
Yeah.
Let's put a lot of stuff into House of Wolves and went.
Yeah.
They made it a lot better. They did learn from their mistakes. They realized that it wasn't good enough. So
They charged $15 for the raid and another $5 for the Eris quest.
Basically.
yeah.
Well, really,
Five
you
for
paid
Eris Quest, are you kidding me?
$15 for the raid and $5 for Murmur.
Because nobody cared about those gauntlets at the end. Everyone had better gear by the time.
No, those
Oh,
gauntlets helped me
those-
break 26 on my Titan, and if it weren't for those, I would have never broken that stupid
You got
little
a
cap.
special place in your heart for those gauntlets.
I do. I have a
no,
very
it's okay.
special place in my heart for those.
I had probably beaten Crota 2 or 3 times before I even, cared about going after Urzak the Hated, because I hate that guy.
Yeah, everyone hates that guy.
Urzak
He
is
really
so much
does
fun
have
to
a good-
kill.
He has such a apt name, doesn't he? Really.
In the
Yeah.
team, he's fun to kill. Doing that mission by yourself was.
Well, it's fun to do
Yeah.
now that I can
Final.
solo him. And that was before I had a Yowlerhorn.
Well,
but now that I've, a
And
Yowlerhorn,
the
it's
thing
just
is
like,
that there's 2
disintegrate.
different versions of
Yeah, it's
there's
true.
the version
That's right.
that drops with the Warsat, and that's
He's
the
cake.
easier version to kill.
Yeah.
The one
Really?
that is
See, because I think the
mini
two forces
Crota,
moving against each other is the easier.
that's actually
Really?
the more difficult version.
So
of
many
it.
time bubbles here. This is amazing. Look at all these time bubbles. Me and Em are just fighting the walls again with a couple of people, and there's just time bubbles everywhere.
So let's just run down the high points of House of Wolves. The Reef. We have a brand new social space. Pink, what are you going to be doing in the Reef first?
I'd like
Falling off everything.
Yeah, probably pushing somebody off the edge.
Yeah. I'm gonna fall off the edge so many times in that place. It's gonna be stupid. Got too many holes.
There, I mean, I think it was what Gathalion that died immediately. So.
Yeah.
Oh, we took it. Crap. Nem, run.
I'm looking.
Is it in the same place as always? Please be in the same place.
We're just gonna go to Venus.
I think it is. I think it is.
I was
So-
talking to.
Wait, who's going to orbit? Who's going to orbit? No, don't go to orbit yet. No. Oh my goodness.
Ah!
Yeah, I was talking to Asmat yesterday, right? House of Wolves is coming out Tuesday, so my family are probably going to presume me dead for 3 days or something.
Nice.
I am taking a day off work for Tuesday. I am calling in sick, and if they won't give me a sick day, I'm going to take a vacation day.
Buster and I may or may not have already done the same thing.
Yeah, we are.
I'm going to play The Witcher 3 all day, and then when House of Wolves hits, I'm going to play House of Wolves all night. So it's going to be a very long day for me of just playing
Yeah,
games.
it's gonna be a tough day for me as well. Witcher and House of Wolves.
If
Yeah,
we're
I
going
got
to make
Witcher
a pizza
today,
day,
but-
we should make another pizza day.
Pizza Day! Here
So,
I am, Pizza Day.
International Hero
Yeah,
Unit
right,
Pizza
right.
Day is now once a month, except in May,
Now, monthly.
where it is twice a month.
Not May 7th.
We have
no
the
one-
annual, International Hero
Anniversary
Unit
of
Pizza
the
Day,
first one.
and then
Pizza
we
Day,
have
Pizza
the
Day.
third Tuesday of every month is now International Hero Unit Pizza Day as well.
Yeah.
that was my
Buster,
plan.
Buster, I need to file a research paper for the for your section now. Basically,
Yeah.
I need to find out exactly who in Hero Unit loves pizza. You know, can we actually confirm that everyone in Hero Unit confirms loves pizza?
Yeah.
Please?
We should
And also,
do
what
it
type
like,
of pizza?
Yeah.
We need these stats. We need them quickly. They're
Yeah,
important.
what I'll do is I'll draw up the schematics, and then
thanks.
I'll draw
Yes,
us out
Irate,
to
you're
sort of
watching Metro play.
what we need, and then
Yeah.
we'll begin testing. I think I would actually agree that might have to take priority over what else we're researching right
Some
now.
testing as well. I think testing is a good idea.
Testing.
Yeah.
Testing.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
it's
I
moved
always
to the
see
top
that
of the
Rage.
priority.
Rage is already saying he loves pizza, so.
Okay,
Yeah,
there we
we've
go.
got
We
one.
have one down.
All right.
Wait,
I have
So,
119 to go.
all right. So we have the Trials of Osiris Crucible, small skirmish teams, so 3v3, the elimination gameplay of just wipe out the other team.
All right,
Now, what's your loadout going to be?
Trials of Osiris loadout is going to consist of my Marius Hawkman, secondary Secret Handshake, and between heavy, it's either going to be Yolder's Hammer or my Corrective Measure.
Nice.
They really
That's
want
gonna
to
be
get
such a
that
tough
gear.
pick. Yeah.
Can we take
I
a
can
second
understand the choice.
and admire the Trials of Osiris gear?
oh,
It is
yeah.
very pretty stuff.
it's amazing.
It is amazing.
So one of the things that I really appreciate about the Trials of Osiris gear is that it is droppable. So you play a match, you can get it, but if you get it, you get it at 32 light. If you win out and you just straight buy it off of your judge or your pass, then you get to buy it at a straight level 34 light, which I think is a
That's
really,
awesome.
really cool way to do it.
Yeah, that actually is really cool.
Yep.
I
It
agree.
accommodates everybody, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's a way to say, you aren't penalized for not winning. And it also lets you get used to the gear if you got it out of a drop. So
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a really good move on Bungie.
I also noticed that I think Bungie has done a good job listening to in terms of like not having us all look cookie cutter. I think like having such high level gear that like is like has like that yellowish kind of color scheme as well as the weapons as well. Like you're gonna know when you're in the tower and you see somebody with Trials of Osiris weapon. You're gonna know. You're gonna say like, oh man, like that guy earned his auto rifle. That guy earned his
That guy is a
Trials of Osiris
badass.
weapon.
He's
Yeah.
a legend.
Exactly.
Well, exactly. I mean, remember the
Whoa,
tagline of the game
badass.
is "Become Legend."
It's become legend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tagline.
We'll become legend in 10 years. And I'll become legend.
Remember all those guys
Over a
who
period of
sat
time.
around and played that game all their life? Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm really excited. I love this
Legends.
game. Even if
Yeah.
we're only legends amongst ourselves, it will be worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Buster's always been a legend in his own mind, so.
Well, that's true. That's true. It's just further. This is actually
Professor Buster to you.
that's Doctor Buster.
Sorry, Doctor Buster.
Sorry, sir.
We apologize, Doc Buster.
Thank you. I earned that. I earned that PhD with some ink and some letters, some careful penmanship.
And some
Is the ink dry
applied
yet?
forgery.
Just a question. I want to throw out there.
No, the ink is not dry. I'm Doctor Elect. It's still has to be. There's a recount.
You're a candidate. You're
What, they elect doctors now? What is this?
America.
Not there, it's not.
No.
Yeah,
So
I,
loadout
yeah.
wise, what are you going to be rocking into the Trials of Osiris Metro?
So that is an interesting choice. I will probably be rolling my last word I will imagine, actually, probably my Prudence, my New Monarchy sniper rifle, and then my Prestige, my New Monarchy heavy.
Nice.
The only thing that I may switch out would be my Monte Carlo for my last word, because I love me some Monte Carlo.
Monte Carlo was a good weapon. I like it.
It is. I used it really heavily in the last Iron Banner and tore up with it. So
That's very cool.
Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
good gun,
Right.
That's what you're going to be using, man.
I have no idea. You know what I'm like. I will more than likely go in there just with my basic loadout of Fang of Irgut, the Invective, and most probably Hunger or Deviant Gravity A.
Oh, I
And just
love
see
that.
how that goes. And then if it doesn't work out, I might just have to change a few things up. It's a bit of, trial and error. Oh, God.
oh, but ching.
I loved it. I loved it.
Thank you.
It's just going to take a little patience and time.
Look, that's the last word on that.
Oh, you guys are really becoming a thorn
so
in my
many
side.
puns. Oh, so many puns.
Ain't that the truth?
Y'all are horny.
The truth.
Never can't handle the truth.
I really can't.
Oh, don't even get me
jokes
started
are
on the
really-
truth right now. Ugh.
These jokes are really becoming a thorn in my side. I tell you what.
Oh.
You already said that one, and everybody ignored it.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
they
don't
did.
be like that. I didn't ignore
Look,
it. I
look,
laughed.
just
didn't
because
hear
there's some
it. I
bad
didn't
juju
hear it.
around the joke doesn't mean it needs repeating.
What did I start? What did I do?
Yeah, I guess this is just the fate of all fools.
Oh, well played.
Bring it,
Well done.
Zayden. Good
Well
stuff.
Oh, well played.
Done.
That's
That's the end of our bad pun section.
And then that is the end of the bad weapon
I'm gonna
punch
think of-
section.
I'm gonna think of one
Right.
and I'm gonna deliver it in like 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm timing you. Timing you. Go.
Go.
I do
Right.
not remember where the Citadel is. This is problematic.
We were in the Citadel. Oh,
Entrance to the
In the
terminus.
Vex area.
Yep.
Yeah, entrance to the terminus.
I'm in the Citadel right now. If you wanna.
Oh, that's why. Because I've only ever been there when we glitched into it.
Yeah. This is also the best place to do the 10 Vex Majors bounty. This is all over,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
What's the next topic then, Metro?
So we have the Prison of Elders launching as well, and the prison, according to that Twitch reveal, is going to be pretty brutal.
Yeah, it looks extremely difficult. What I like about it is that it's kind of an area that you can't hide, so you constantly have to be on your toes, and you can kind of, really, because it's 3 people, each player holds more weight.
Right.
You have to really
Yeah.
think for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really going to matter
Yeah.
how you set up your subclasses for the Prison
Yeah,
of Elders.
for
and
sure.
What you're going to be using.
I mean, because if you've got like Artburn on, you could have one guy running Fatebringer and the other guy just running in with a shotgun or something, taking down the shields, and another guy comes in for the kill, something like that.
yeah.
Well, the one
Yeah,
thing I
one of
really,
Oh, go ahead.
You guys go.
what I was going to say is what I like about it is you have really this push to bring your absolute best character with you. You're not going to be able to really just like have your third character carried through
Yeah.
like Nightfalls.
Shit ain't gonna
You're
happen.
really going to have to get good.
Yep.
Yep.
For sure.
I agree.
I agree.
And I really, yeah, like that's kind of if these thing like what some of these initially what some of these bounties are turning out to be. I'm so excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to bring my best. I'm excited to be challenged. I'm excited to have those moments where I'm like, oh, I'm so frustrated. I had it. No. And then like come back and then just wreck house and go, take that. That's right. You suck.
It's gonna be some fun stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to die in new and wonderful ways in the Prison of Elders. Like
For
you all know,
your
I am
how
going
not to play Destiny video.
Yeah, that's gonna be a whole lot of new stuff there, just from my one playthrough. But anyway, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, the Titan Defender class, I guess, is going to be very useful.
That's what I'm gonna be running.
Yeah.
Listen, I might use that. I'll probably do my Hunter first, but that's going to be,
Yeah, I'm going Titan Defender mostly, I think.
Yeah.
Even the Warlock for self-res. The Hunter's not going to, well, I mean...
I feel like...
kind of useful to revive people.
I feel like Trials is very well set up, that having a full team is the best. If you bring in a Titan, a Warlock, and a Hunter, you're giving yourself the most options, and you're just going to really be able to roll very well.
Yeah.
Prison seems very like you bring this and this. Like you bring your defenders, you bring your Sunsingers, and you leave everything else at home.
Pretty much.
Imagine that, 2 Titan Defenders and a Sunsinger. That's going to be quite good.
Well, if you've got, like, a Blade Dancer, to go invisible and revive people, or... That can come in handy.
That would help.
Points and things.
That could help.
Because you got the objectives as well, capture this, capture that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's where the Blade Dancer Hunter is going to excel in, especially in disarming the mines that we saw. Just going invisible and disarming them.
I'm really excited to see, I think with Vault of Glass, everyone quickly knew that, Vault of Glass Hard, that being a Sunsinger or having Sunsingers on your team was critical. You needed that. And then now with Crota, with the raid, everyone knew you had to have a Hunter, that you had to have a Blade Dancer if you were going to, you needed that clutch on your team. And so hearing the Titan Defender come up as the kind of crucial critical point, one of the questions I was wondering was, is Bungie going to notice that? Is it going to be something that happens? Is it going to be accidental? Is the Titan going to be something that's going to be needed or necessity, or like, is it going to be so critical to beating whatever they bring us in House of Wolves? And so I'm really happy to hear that.
Yeah,
very nice. Give the Titan something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as we saw,
yeah, let us
that
be more than a
reveal,
distraction.
Like that reveal,
literally.
how we saw the hive with Arcburn.
Yeah,
I think the Titan Defender bubble right there with Sin 14 is going to be the needed thing.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. So we have it's 4 waves or 4 rounds of 3 waves, and then a boss wave, and then judging from the key conversation, it sounds like a treasure room.
Yes.
Yeah. Which we haven't seen, right? We haven't seen that.
We did not see.
Haven't got to the boss.
Well, and really the question is, even if they had gotten to the boss, would they have shown us the loot room anyway?
Right.
I think they were, because I remember in one of the many failed attempts at that Hive Arcburn, you overheard Deej kind of mumble something to the people off camera if they could give Broman a treasure key. So I'm assuming that they had intended to run through a whole thing and show the treasure room, but because they kept trying, they didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
It sounds like on like sort of like a marketing scheme, like that works, not like scheme, but I mean like marketing plan that works out really well. Scheme. It works out really well in their favor. Like we gave you the opportunity to try everything, and it stinks that we weren't able to. And so now, there is hype around, like
yeah,
Bungie
it's like,
didn't,
well, no, you
Bungie
gotta do
didn't
it.
try. Yeah, Bungie didn't try to hold anything back to us. Stuff was held back just naturally.
Well, but it
And,
wasn't.
I love how you
And-
said scheme.
And I
All I can think of is Deej in that suit that he wore for the live stream, just sitting there with a pyramid of death, like Mr. Burns, just going scheming.
he's petting a cat. It just
Nice.
is out of nowhere. A cat. He's like,
Yeah.
because
it
they,
worked. It worked.
I think it's a little unfair to give him that much credit because Deej could have easily said, you know, well, at the very end of it, it would have been one more room, big boss inside, and then a treasure room. Like, he could have told us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
instead, they got really frustrated and they quit. Like, they just shut the stream off. They didn't tell us
It was
anything.
literally a rage.
We actually
quit.
saw a rage quit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know what else is more of a definition of rage quitting than that was.
Yeah. Because it was so abrupt. It was like, okay, that was it for the Prison of Elders. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bam,
Yeah.
stream done.
Get foe,
Deej
we're
walks off
out.
camera and punches the cat. Why does he punch the cat? I don't know. He just does.
He grabs some underling and he's like, they almost found out. Why did you let them?
Gets all the interns and pushes them
He
over.
just goes and gets Christopher Barrett from the prison or the reef reveal and he just starts shaking him.
Yeah.
Over and over. It's your fault. It's your fault. Sorry, Mr. Deej. I didn't know. He was just one man. Yeah. Okay. Okay. From what we talked about Helm of Saint 14, I'm thinking for both Trials and Prison of Elders, I think Helm of Inmost Light's respawn buff is going to be helpful. What are some of the exotics that you guys are thinking are going to like play out big? Like, you know, having armor exotics like that help you pick up orbs to regen health became a thing with Crota. Like, what are you guys thinking exotic wise are going to like stand out with Prison of Elders?
Well, the crests and the light, yeah, the team revive ones.
For the team crucial, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of that in Trials of Osiris as well. For aggression with Titans, yeah, probably Helm of Inmost Light, and for Warlocks, the Claws of Ahamkara for more.
The Helm
Yeah.
of Inmost Light doesn't do revives.
Sorry, I that's my fault.
No,
I
not-
accidentally said
yeah.
that. No, I accidentally said I always call the Warlock Helm of Inmost Light the
The light beyond Nemesis.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
Light Beyond
Light
Nemesis.
Nemesis. That's the
that'll be
one.
helpful as
Yeah.
well.
that's my fault. That's I
Peak
did
is
that.
the Discovered
it just
is
threw
a
me off. I was like,
drag.
wait, what? Yeah.
No, I think the
surprise, hidden
feedback
perk.
fence for the Titan is actually going to be super useful. When it comes to trials, because thorns as an anti-competitor weapon, it's going to be really good.
Yeah, Thorn.
Fair enough. I think the Glass House might actually be a little bit better
Yeah.
in Trials because
Yeah.
it keeps your bubble up longer and you can really hold a defensive position. That actually might become something that helps more.
Well, with
Really?
Warlock bubbles that just wreck, or Nova bombs that wreck Defender
Yeah.
bubbles, I've gotten so frustrated with the whole, like, oh, hey, look, you can just destroy Defender bubbles with everything now.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, what's the point of me even having my super?
You'll get people that come into your defender bubble, especially onto you once and you're dead.
Yeah, I don't understand that. It's like I do
I
have
don't, yeah.
Armor
Yeah,
of
that
Light
doesn't
right
make
now,
sense,
so I
yeah.
shouldn't die.
Yep.
Blessing of Light, but whatever.
Really strange.
Fair enough.
Far enough out.
I think that the Ram is gonna be amazing for Warlocks.
That looks very interesting. That helmet.
it sounds very cool, but the thing with the RAM is it might be very situational.
Yeah.
Especially
well, that's why. Yeah.
with people knowing that it's going to be out there, they're not going to want to hover around dead ghosts for too long.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm talking about in terms of Prison of Elders. I mean, like you have a situation where
Oh, yeah.
you're in there and you've died, and enemies are just hanging out around your body,
They're
shooting
dancing
your teammates.
around your body,
Yeah,
laughing
dancing
at
around
you,
your
and you
dick.
come back to life, blind them all, and shotgun them all to death.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be
Brilliant.
great.
That sounds incredible, doesn't it? You'd be the
I'm gonna
hero of your team.
I'm gonna divert funds to use for science, to use that as a legitimate strategy. Just run in, die, and then res yourself. I think that would be well done, Doctor.
Kamikaze
He's done it
attack.
again.
Our R&D division is expanding exponentially. The science team.
I
I'm gonna get science team
as
to-
leader of Hero Unit, I'm afraid that where exactly are you obtaining this funding from, sir?
Private donors. Private donors.
Private donors.
I have a.
It's a trust fund.
It's a trust fund. I'm really in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, I'm like the Bruce Wayne of Hero Unit. I have a trust fund and an R&D division, and
Fair enough.
that's little, but that's where the analogy ends.
So how about ascending?
Yes,
Ascending.
the other major part of House of Wolves, ascending your gear up. Any legendary armor that gets to go, regardless if it's 30 or 32, gets to go to level 34. And all of your weapons, that amazing Fatebringer gets to go up to level 365 now.
I still need Fatebringer.
Fatebringer.
This is so good.
Knowing my luck, I'll take my Hunter through the Vault of Glass for the first time.
Knowing your luck,
I'll get like
Smith, you're
10.
2 Galhorns in 2 days.
Yeah.
Well then,
Yeah.
shut up.
So no, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to get a Fatebringer when I take my Hunter through Vault of Glass for the first time.
Galhorn.
You know,
Yeah, you should.
I haven't got one yet. I need Swordbreaker as well. So
Swordbreaker's
Apple
amazing.
still doesn't know Fatebringer either.
please,
So-
Jesus.
Pink, what is going to be the first weapon and or armor set that you ascend up?
I don't know. I know my hunter is just gonna stay the hive cheerleader of the clan. But I really want my warlock to run with her VOG gear. I just think it looks really good on her. But my hunter will always be a Crota baby, I think.
Nice.
What about weapon wise? What are you going to ascend?
I'm not sure. I haven't decided that, or I haven't really put much thought into it. I've been so obsessed with the gear.
Nice.
Fair enough.
What about you, Vox? What are you going to be ascending?
Fatebringer. Fatebringer.
How about gear
Just
wise?
Fatebringer. Like a million times.
Gear-wise, my the gear I have on my hunter, I'm actually either leveling up a few pieces now, so I don't know. It just depends what I feel at the time. My Titan, my Warlock, they're pretty much set, but my Hunters, no, it's just really bad. It's like, and I've got 100% strength. It's just, why do I need strength unless I'm running Blade Dancer? So, I'll see about my Hunter.
Nice.
Metro.
So I am going to be playing quite a bit of Crucible this week and next week because for my Titan, I'm actually going to be stacking up New Monarchy gear. I want to be able to run level 34 with faction gear. My Hunter, I'm going to be ranking up probably my Don't Touch Me's and my Iron Banner gear that I have, and then probably just like my Crota boots or something. My Warlock, I don't know, because Warlocks. I'm sorry, it's just my least favorite character. It just is. As far as weapons, I've gone so back and forth on this. I feel like just out of like respect to everything that weapon did for me, my Crusader should be my first rank up because that thing was insane. But probably what's
Yeah.
going to be actually first is probably my Monte Carlo, actually.
Nice.
And I'm going to be going through and ranking up all my exotics before I do my legendaries, actually. So,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I have, because I have 20 of the 24 exotics, and 15 of them are maxed out. So I've put all the work into them. I might as well keep the work going.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's why. Oh, let's do an on-air round while I'm thinking about it of our favorite game. Guess how many weapon parts Metro has? And this is the special bonus round of what record did Metro set of being yeah.
Wow. Oh, last time I heard you were down to 7. I'm guessing you're down to 3 now.
I'm going 13. 13.
What'd you say, Pink?
I'm gonna.
I don't know. I started to say something, but then I started thinking about it. Okay, is this like a new record you said?
This is a new
Or-
record for me. Yeah.
I'm gonna say 1.
So it's gonna be low. Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Very
1.
low.
Yeah, I changed my answer to 2.
2. Oh, both on 2.
Yeah, go away, Smith. 2's mine now.
No, 2's mine. Like 0.
No,
0
no,
then.
I
I'm taking
said-
0.
Okay, fine.
Taking 0. Fine. Jeez.
All right. So
Whoa, hold on. Hold on. A roving band of pikes is headed this way?
yeah, this is a possible
That's just
public
a regular
event.
That's
thing.
always been there.
So
Yeah.
I have
sound like a
I have
noob.
climbed back up from this number because but
Damn.
my record, because what reasonable person actually drops this low was 3. At one point I was at
Whoa.
3 weapon parts. Nem wins again.
Yes.
Well done now.
Yeah.
So what are you at now?
I'm at something like 30.
30. Okay. fair
They're split across 3 characters right now. They're not coalesced, but I have something about 30. Yeah, I mean it's still not a massive
That's
pile by any
ridiculous.
means, but that's how much I upgrade weapons.
enough. Do this.
Because I upgrade everything.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, anyways, Buster, what about you? What are you upgrading, man?
So in terms of weapons, because weapons is what I want to talk about first. My goal day one is Fatebringer. I mean, like it just is. But that's more for PvE. I would really, really like to rock a 365 Praetus Revenge in the Crucible. Oh man, I'd really
That's
like
fair.
to see that.
Interesting.
I think that I really think that Praise Revenge is top tier Crucible sniper rifle, and I think it's also one of the more fun ones, except for the beautiful final round effort eats spear. That's a glorious creation. I'm excited for that. In terms of gear, I'm gonna extend what I have in terms of raid gear and exotics and go first. I have I really like the Crota boots I have. I have either 149 or 145 intellect on these boots, and that's probably, in terms of legendary, that's probably gonna be one of the first things that I upgrade, and then my exotics and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I just want to know what that Fatebringer is like. I just want to feel it
Yeah, I know.
and shoot something and blow something up.
Wow.
Exactly.
I was so happy when they announced that. I was saying before they announced it, I was like, I wish I had, they make it so you can upgrade Fatebringer. And they're like, you can upgrade Fatebringer to 365. I'm like, my dreams have came true.
You sounded that excited at the time as well. Just like,
Yeah, I know. I was like,
The standard Scottish Volix, just like, yeah, all right.
I am gonna. This actually reminds me of one thought that I had. I understand it, I get it, but part of me is a little sad that, like Vex and I guess Necrochasm, but like they're not gonna have odd damage numbers. like odd ones out. And
Yeah.
I kind of was always kind of like that about them. I understand that you'd be lucky that your Vex can ascend. I'm not going to look at get or mouth or whatever that phrase is. But part of me kind of was like, that my Vex, was gonna, maybe it would say something just a little bit different. But I'm okay with that.
Yeah. That it would go to maybe like 350 or something instead.
Yeah, something. Yeah, just like something to kind of remind me of its specialness, but still is pretty special.
But it's still going to be its overpowered auto fusion sniper rifle self. So.
So true.
Yeah. So I think we have Azimuth. We haven't talked about you yet.
You don't have to talk about me.
Who wants to talk about it?
Exactly. In armor wise, Helmet Save 14, obviously gonna go straight up.
That's fair.
And my raid gear. Fang of Irut, I will ascend that at some point. My Invective, I must, just because I love it so much. Hunger of Crota, there's a couple of things that need to be ascended. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know which I'm going to do first. More than likely, just Invective, just because I use it so goddamn much.
That's fair. Invective is an amazing weapon.
Yep. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I think one thing can be said. I think in this thrown out a lot of super good advice.
Oh, there it is.
More than 10 minutes.
Oh,
Where was that?
buried the lead and everything.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
That was brilliant. Well done.
Thank you.
I am impressed.
Oh, that was good.
So we know for ascending weapons, it is a little bit of spin metal or helium or whatever the weapon takes, and then etheric light or exotics takes an exotic shard. So
I can buy so many shards right now. Ooh.
yeah, I'm already just sitting on like 15, so it's gonna be pretty solid.
Yep.
Well, I have like 80 strange coins on me right now, so I can buy a few.
I have 0 because I spent a lot of them on. We had the pack of wolves. I spent a ton on heavy weapons since, like 25 coins on heavy weapons since this week.
Wow, I spent about 10.
Materials, You can trade materials, so it'll be easier to get healing filaments and stuff like that.
Wait, what was that?
You can trade materials, so you can move Light to Glimmer to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be amazing.
You can do that for spin metal and stuff now?
Yeah, well, kind of. Like, so you could move Motes of Light for... I'm confused at myself right now. Hold on.
You can't buy with Glimmer, though.
Yeah, you can, though. Yeah.
No, you can only buy them with marks.
They buy them with marks.
Yeah, but can't you trade one thing to the other? It made sense in my head.
You can't make marks.
No, you can't. You can't
turn things into marks, though.
No, but the Crucible dropping double marks is going to be really useful.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Where's the skiff at?
Energy, Glimmer.
I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, but I'm not exactly going to tell you you're right. I'm curious to see how this.
Yeah.
Dr. Buster, please get on the research and development.
I'm not sure about if you guys know anything about this, but do you know if they're going to make it so you can buy Hardonic Essence, Sapphire Wire, and things like that?
No, they've said nothing about that.
That would be cool.
It would be cool, but it would make the game.
Where's this pack of wolves at?
It'll show up.
I don't know if you guys saw it already. The day 5 bounty is up.
Is it?
Yeah.
I said it would be 6 o'clock.
Oh, I'm gonna go do that in a minute.
I said it would.
I'm getting back on my warlock.
So I think on that, we should just call episode 1 a wrap. We're all very excited for House of Wolves. We're 3 days away from it. So by the time people are listening to this, yeah. So exciting times.
Exciting. I just want to say good luck to everyone who's entered into Apple's competition, because you will find out maybe we'll know the winners by that point. And thank you again to Apple for doing that. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's given a lot of stuff as well. I think
Yeah, he
Laser
really
gave
is. Apple is really
Laser added
taking
in like
a step and
year
above.
PS Plus as well.
True. Yeah, you think that? Yeah, that's all. That's all I wanted to say.
Cool. Well,
Cool.
thank you guys for listening, and we will be back with you next week. So,
Yeah, we will.
cool.
All right.